Hi, good evening. My name is Tracey House. Linda Pecky and I are the owners of Garden State Academy, located in Galloway Township, New Jersey. And welcome to Magical Monday Storytime. I am happy to be here with you this evening and to read aloud with you and your children, all my little angels that go to Garden State Academy. Why is reading aloud to your child so important? Reading aloud is one of the most important things parents and teachers can do with children. Reading aloud allows children to build the foundational skills to have a lifelong love for reading, to enhance their vocabulary, and it really, when you spend time reading with your child, it teaches them the joys of reading together, and will create independent readers that learn to love to read recreationally. So for tonight's Magical Monday, we're happy that you're joining us. We are going to be reading Moon Game. And Moon Game is written and illustrated by Frank Osh. And I wonder, what do you think this book is about? Look at the pictures. What is the bear doing? Well, let's see inside. One day, Little Bird showed Bear a new game, hide and seek. First, he told Bear to hide and counted to 10. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he went looking for Bear. I found you, chirped Little Bird when he found Bear hiding behind some bushes. Now it's your turn to find me. All day long until the sun went down, Bear and Little Bird played their new game. Have you played hide and go seek before? That night, when Bear was alone, he looked up in the sky and said to the moon, "Let's play hide and seek. First I'll hide and you find me." So here's Little Bear. He's gonna hide from the moon. Then Bear ran as fast as he could until he came to an old hollow tree. Climbing inside, he ducked down so the moon couldn't see him. Bear waited for a while, then he poked his head up. When he did, the moon was right there looking down at him. "Okay," said Bear, "you found me. Now it's your turn to hide." Closing his eyes, Bear began to count, just as Little Bird had shown him. Do you think the moon is going to hide? At that moment, a gentle breeze slowly hid the moon behind a big cloud. When Bear finished counting, he set out to find the moon. First, he thought he found the moon hiding behind some rocks. What do you think it is? What is that? You're right, it's a flower. Then he thought he found the moon hiding in someone's house. But look what it is. What is that? It's cheese, yellow cheese. When Bear thought he found the moon hiding in a tree, he shook the tree and cried, "I found you, moon!" But Bear was mistaken. All he found was a big, what is that? What do you see? A big balloon. Then Little Bird came by to visit. "Will you help me find the moon?" asked Bear. "Sure, I'll help," chirped Little Bird. Bear and Little Bird looked and looked, but they could not find the moon. Let's see, where did they look? They looked in a tree. They looked in a chimney. They looked around the corner of the house, and they looked in a trash can. They could not find the moon. Where do you think the moon is? So they went to the forest to ask for help. I think the moon is lost, explained Bear. Can you help me find him? Don't worry, we'll help you, replied the animals in the forest. Look at all the animals that are going to help find the moon. What animal is your favorite? Together they searched and searched, but they could not find the moon. Where do you think the moon went? At last, Bear sat down and sighed. The moon is lost, and it's all my fault. Then Bear got an idea. He jumped up and cried, Okay, moon, I give up. You win. Let's see, where did the moon go? Just then, the breeze began to blow again, and the moon came out of its hiding place. Where was the moon? You're right. The moon was hiding behind the clouds. Can you see the stars in the sky too? Look, chirped Little Bird. The moon wasn't lost. He was just hiding behind that big cloud. Bear was so happy he danced and danced. Then everyone played hide and seek. The end. And there's the moon hiding behind the clouds. Did you like that story? Did everyone come home from school today and were you able to play outside? It was a little bit nice out. And maybe have dinner and a bath. I'm so happy to read this story to you tonight. And if you're coming on, I see our numbers are going up and everyone's joining us. So I'm going to start another book. Let's see what we have. Another Good Night favorite. Have you seen this before? Good Night, Gorilla. I'm going to need you to help me, though, and tell me what is happening through this book. So we have to look carefully at the pictures. Good Night, Gorilla, written by Peggy Rathman. Good night, Gorilla. What's happening? What is that silly gorilla doing? You're right, he's taking the keys. And following the security guard. Good night, Elephant. But let's see, what does the gorilla do? What is the gorilla doing? He is letting the elephant out. Good night, Lion. Do you think he'll open up the cage for the lion too? Let's see. Looks like it. Here's the lion. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. Good night, armadillo. Where are they going? Can you see? Where are these animals going? It looks like a house. They're going to a house. And they're going inside. Look, there's someone sleeping. They're all laying down in the bedroom. Can you see those animals? Good night, dear. And all animals each say good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Someone sits up in the dark. Who is in this bedroom? Look at her face. How does she feel? Can you tell me? How do you think she feels? Surprised? Or shocked? Or maybe even a little bit scared? Now what is she doing? She's walking all the animals back to their cage. And she said, "Good night, Zoo." But is she alone, or is someone still following her? You're right, that silly gorilla is still following her. She says, "Good night, dear." Good night. But what's happening right here? Who is climbing into bed? It's the gorilla. And he says, this little teeny tiny mouse says, "Good night, gorilla." And the gorilla is sound asleep. The end. And this is our Good Night Gorilla book and our Moon Game book, two of Miss Tracey's favorites. What we're going to do every Magical Monday, we are going to have a Magical Monday story time at 7 o'clock. And you're all invited, and we're going to start a list of the books that we love, and we're going to start to share them for all of you. So I hope you have a great night. It's so special to be with you when we're not just in school, but when we're together right now to say good night and sleep tight, my angels, and I will see you in the morning. Blow me kisses. Thank you. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.